Another action film that essentially nobody asked for, thus the film is officially a box office flop. But what's most fascinating about this is how the director of the Charlie's Angels film has responded to the fact that the film is now a box office bomb. Charlie's Angels director blames men for box office failure. Because of course it's men's fault that they refuse to go see your film. On November the 15th, the world was treated to the latest iteration of the Charlie's Angels franchise. Unlike the original 1970 TV series or the Drew Barrymore film from 2000, this new Charlie's Angels film is a financial and critical disappointment. Kind of like another certain film that came out this year. Some fans of the series felt that Charlie's Angels had undergone one too many reboots years after the original series had ended. The franchise was resurrected with the film Charlie's Angels starring Drew Barrymore, Lucy Liu and Cameron Diaz. Not seen that film, so can't have a say on it. That film was followed by a sequel, Charlie's Angels Full Throttle. A new Charlie's Angels television series premiered in 2011 and was cancelled after 7 episodes. Oh, I wonder why that was cancelled. The new film features its own continuity, causing some fans to feel that the franchise should just hang up its hat. I think we can all agree on that. According to Yahoo, the film's director Elizabeth Banks feels differently. You've had 37 Spider-Man movies and you're not complaining. Perhaps because Spider-Man is a household name and a household character that is very popular among everyone, unlike Charlie's Angels. Also, I find it kind of ironic that you bash Spider-Man, seeing as you actually appeared in the Sam Raimi trilogy. I think women are allowed to have 1 or 2 action franchises every 17 years. Are you really sure about that, Elizabeth Banks? Are you really certain about that? I feel totally fine with that. Being in a big franchise allows you to have it all. The new Charlie's Angels film looked like it had the makings of a box office success. Okay, let's take this seriously now. These people are probably very upset. It featured performances by Kristen Stewart and rising star Naomi Scott and the name recognition of a long-lasting franchise. You mean like Terminator, another film franchise that's kind of in the same position as Charlie's Angels is? It also boasted a theme song, Don't Call Me Angel, by 3 of the world's most famous female singers, Lana Del Rey, Miley Cyrus and Ariana Grande. Despite its pedigree, Charlie's Angels did not live up to box office expectations. According to Box Office Mojo, the film earned a mere $27 million on a budget of $48 million. Elizabeth Banks blames the film's lack of success on the preferences of male viewers. Yes, we'd rather watch much more higher quality films like Joker, contrasting the box office performance of Charlie's Angels with the success of the girl power superhero movies Wonder Woman and Captain Marvel. Men will go and see a comic book movie with Wonder Woman and Captain Marvel because that's a male genre. So even though those movies are about women, they put them in the context of feeding the larger comic book world. So it's all about, yes, you're watching a Wonder Woman movie, but we're setting up 3 other characters, or we're setting up Justice League. Unless I recall, people didn't like Justice League either for certain reasons. But that's another subject for another video. Now, talking about the idea that superhero movies are a predominantly male genre, well, have you ever thought that action films with big explosions and guns and all that kind of stuff is a male genre too? Perhaps that's another reason this film flopped, perhaps. Oh well, let's not let facts get in the way of this woman's feelings, let's just blame men for being sexist. Banks wanted superhero fans to know that she has no qualms with the success of Wonder Woman and Captain Marvel. Deep down, I bet she does. She apparently said, by the way, I'm happy for those characters to have box office success. We need more women's voices supported with money because that's the power. The power is in the money. Money, one thing that your film did not make. On both television and the silver screen, the Charlie's Angels franchise has managed to keep going for decades. This current chapter of Charlie's Angels history has not been lucrative. However, there's always a chance that the franchise could be successfully introduced to a new generation somewhere down the line. I highly doubt that. So, talking about the failure of Charlie's Angels, the film here, I think there are a number of reasons why this film failed. Ultimately, it's just an action film. It's a mindless action girl power film that nobody asked for. Seriously, did anyone really ask for a reboot to Charlie's Angels? I know I certainly didn't. But with the fact that this film ended up bombing at the box office, nobody went to see it overall, with the fact that this is one of those films that I hear is pandered to SJWs and all of that kind of stuff, it just goes to prove one thing. SJWs do not buy your products. It's well known before, they'll virtue signal and complain on Twitter that they want this or that, but then they'll never buy those products that they've demanded get changed. And with the fact that people have chosen not to go see this film, it kind of proves the point that if you pander to these kinds of people, you're going to lose more money than you make. To sum everything up in a nutshell, don't go and see Charlie's Angels. I hear it's a pretty crap film anyway. Go and see The Joker instead. Go and see Midway instead. Go see Ford vs Ferrari. Actual good films that are actually entertaining to watch. But overall, people, be sure to let us know what you think about this down below. What are your opinions on the box office failure that is Charlie's Angels? Be sure to let us know what you think about this down below. Alright gentlemen, this has been Lord Flashheart. Be sure to rate, comment, favourite, share and subscribe. And I will see you again. Cheerio.